Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if some of my previous subscribers, welcome. Let me put on the audio so you guys can hear me correctly. Perfect. Perfect. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Rebekah Mercer and Louis Dejoy. I have a few things on here just to give you a little background information. So for Louis Dejoy, he's being investigated for campaign financing. And for Rebekah Mercer, she is the one who helped invest in Parler. She made Candace Owens' husband the new CEO of Parler, which is the Republican app, the Free Think Freely. She's the daughter of Robert Mercer, and they both allegedly funded election lies, the far right, and the Capitol siege, and more. So we're going to be reading on their future and see what information that we need. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. Welcome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and hit that bell icon. Trust me. I love you guys so much. Throughout the video, I will be putting my self-made ads so you guys can indeed, get extra information and intel. This is being live streamed June 7, 2021 at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here are the quick disclaimers as we go through. If you want to book a reading with me, check the description. And here are some disclaimers right now. Perfect. The disclaimers are done. See, that called magic. Hello, Melda. Hi, Laura. Hi, Greta. What's up, love? Thank you all for coming. So let's talk about Louis Dejoy and everything that we need to know about Dejoy. There's nothing wonderful about him. I mean, his name has the word joy in it, but I don't see any joy in him. Maybe when he sees children, because he looks like Pennywise, the clown. I was looking at a picture of him smiling, and I actually got scared. So that should tell you something about Halloween. All right, so Spirit Senior, so tell me what other information do we need to know about Louis Dejoy and his future? Oh, you guys can't see this. All right, let me put this all back. Okay, what do we need to know about Louis Dejoy and his future, Spirit Senior? So tell me. As you guys all see, I'm wearing my shirt, so if you like this design, let me know, and I'll put it in a new store that I'm making right now. All right, so we have here, it says broken spiritual. So the top of here, the top that represents Dejoy is the King of Swords, right? He is right now in the UPS. He is the Postmaster General anointed by Donald Trump. Don't know why I just used that terminology, but I guess that's the word that wanted me to come out. On the left side here, we have the King of Wands, right? This is the Republican. Donald Trump was president in the past, but also Dejoy helped fundraise and funding money to Donald Trump's campaign, which means a conflict of interest. We have here the card that crosses, or the card that is representing the whole situation. It's the Devil card. So corruption, lies, deceit, and everything like that. And below the joy and the challenge that he's facing is the corruption, right? Is we have the Queen of Cups. And this is talking about the lady who was Postmaster General before Donald Trump removed her. And so she may have information, or she may have been wrongly removed for the wrong reason, and they may reinstate her potentially. That's just a hypothetical, just for entertainment purposes only. But I'm also sensing as well, this is Rebekah Mercer, so there might be a conflict of interest, which would explain why my guys wanted me to do both Rebekah Mercer and Louis Dejoy in the same video simultaneously. In the future card, we have here the Three of Swords, right? And it's in reverse. I don't think Louis Dejoy is going to be removed. And the reason why I think that is because the Democrats need Louis Dejoy to show them all the little loopholes, so to speak, through the Postmaster General. And then when Postmaster General term or whatever is up, they're going to remove him and will fix those little loopholes. I think that's what they're doing. I think that's the plan here, but let me just double check with the deck. Okay, Spirit and Angels, tell me what is the future of Post General Louis Dejoy? Is he going to be investigated? Is he going to go to jail? What is the future? Is he going to say put? Is he going to resign? I heard it resign, but I'm not exactly sure. This card doesn't really show resignation. Unless it's the two cup, like, all right. I'll give you this if you give me this. So he might ask for immunity. So let me just shuffle the cards again, and we're gonna do more of a in-depth reading on this because I think this is very interesting. Okay, let me just shove this back into the deck. This is literally how I do tarot. I'm not kidding. All right. All right, so Spirit Angels, tell me, what do we need to know about Louis Dejoy? About his investigation into campaign finances. Is this going to land him in jail? Will this make him resign? What is the future of Louis Dejoy? Thank you. I'm not using any spread, just so you know. So if you're like, oh, that's not the right way, there's no spread. All right, so we have here the main point of the center is the judgment card, which is, it makes sense because he's being investigated for potential campaign finances and violations, right? This is the judgment card. This is the investigation card, right? The card that goes above it is that he was not supposed to be there. He doesn't have the qualification because they wrongly ousted the woman who was in charge or was Postmaster General in the first place. And so that goes on the top. The bottom card is that his goal was to mess up the 2020 election, but really the reason why he was really instated was to mess up not only the 2020, but 2022 and 2024 elections. So his plan was for long-term, not short-term, right? In the past here, we have your celebration within the Trump organization. They were so ecstatic about Postmaster General Dejoy achievement in becoming Postmaster General. I know, I agree. It takes so long. That's why they never get the criminal, because the criminal's either dead or long gone. And we have here in the right, we have here something soft, Knight of Pentacles. And I want to know if this is the investigation or this him. So Spirit Angels, tell me, is this Louis Dejoy with the Knight of Pentacles, or is this the investigation? Let the investigation stop into Louis Dejoy campaign violations. All right, so it looks like to me there's a stop in campaign financing in terms of the investigation. I don't think they're going to be able to remove him because we have the Ace of Swords, and this is the reverse. And now you guys all know who've been following me that this is the sword who goes through the incumbent and removes him from power. It's in reverse, which tells me it doesn't look like they're going to be able to remove him. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Page of Pentacles. It feels as if he's going to stay on, or he may potentially resign and put someone else in place. But it does feel like he does have a plan up his sleeve, and because of that plan, it's going to make this investigation not be able to take him down. They're not going to be able to do it. No. They have a plan to, but they're not going to do it. It almost feels like by the time they get to investigate him, it feels like by the time they investigate him for campaign finance violations, a lot of everything has been wiped clean. Like it's too late, basically. And we have here the Queen of Cups, right? So there might be a woman investigating him. I'm not specifically sure, but it kind of feels like Georgia or some southern state, or it could be even Arizona. But it does feel like that if they really want to investigate him, they will have to either look in Georgia and Arizona for investigation, and that's what I'll find it. Maybe funding the audits, potentially. But other than that, I see like he wiped it so clean, and because they've given him enough time to do that. So there was some sense of delay and not urgency that led him not to be able to have this. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, and this can indeed change. All right, so let's take a look at Rebekah Mercer. Hello, Jaybird. Hi, Laura. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Lori. All right, so let's look at Rebekah Mercer. For you guys who came in, she is the daughter of Robert Mercer. She's a big-time GOP donor, and she may have funded, allegedly, the election lies, the far right, the Capitol siege, and she helped invest in Parler. And she recently removed the CEO and replaced it with the CEO, with Candace Owens' husband. So there is some sort of conflict of interest here. All right, so let's see. What is Rebekah Mercer's future? Because she is a far right person. Like, you want to talk about hate? That's where you go. This is the center of everything. Okay, so what do we need to know about Rebekah Mercer? All right, thank you. Okay, we'll keep that here. We need the past. What do we need to know about Rebekah Mercer's past? Okay, thank you. One card here. And then her future. I mean, her card. The card that represents her. What do we need to know? That represents Rebekah Mercer. All right. Let me move the cards down so you can see this. All right, let's do that. All right, so we have, this is the perfect card. The card that represents Rebekah Mercer is the Tower card, right? And why is this so significant is because it needs change. Without her, the GOP will be basically nothing. And it feels like as if a lot of the policies that the GOP is pushing come from her, right? Recently I had noticed, and then you guys may have been with me from the beginning, where I talked about the woman who takes down the United States. I believe this is her. And I'll show you why in a moment. On the left side here, we have her in the past. She recently inherited a lot of money from her dad or father, Robert Mercer. So she is now considered an investor. The card that represents the entire situation is struggling. It feels like as if she is carrying the back of the GOP. Like, she is the one who's pushing and trying to make sure that the GOP does her agenda and does what she wants. Whatever she says goes. It almost feels like she's the Führer of Germany, but it's really the US. The card that falls underneath this card, right? We have the Ten of Wands. I believe that's what it is. We have here the Knight of Cups. And this is very significant because this is President Biden, and it falls underneath the Ten of Wands and the Tower card, right? So the Tower card represents Rebekah Mercer, and the situation is the Ten of Wands, which tells me she's pushing a lot, and she's trying to get the narrative or the motion through to remove Biden and put Trump in power, but it feels like whatever she does, it's not going to work, and Biden's still going to be trotting along. So it does feel like as if she's trying to remove him, like almost like she should be investigated, honestly, for being part of an attempted coup. But we have here the Knight of Cups. On the right side here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. In the future, she gets stopped. There's something, this is the second time the card came out in this position. She gets stopped, and we have here the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It tells me maybe potentially she may be removed from she may go to jail. Something stops her because she's not going to have any control over the GOP. She looks like she has control over the GOP. Give me a moment. I'm going to get a water break, so I'm just going to show you a video. Have you ever wondered how you can submit your own questions or reviews, whatever video recommendation, or you feel like I'm not responding back to your messages because particularly it may have been getting buried in YouTube comment section? Well, do not worry, I have a solution for you. So go to my most recent video, and you will find here, just say for example this video, right? The evidence, and you go to the description, and you hit right here, submit your question and topic or video request here. You click on that, and it'll take you to my website where you can find tons of different things. You can even donate to India for the help with COVID-19. You can book a reading with me. This is my website. You will go to my YouTube channel and hit submit your video request here. It will take you to a Google form, and you guys can fill out all your questions here. And you can type in your question. Whatever. I'm going to return you back to your content, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I just wanted to let you guys know of a brand new feature I included on my channel. All right, so sorry about that. I needed a water break. My throat was getting dry. All right, so let's take a look and see what is Rebekah Mercer investigating. What is stopping her from going forward and having control over the GOP? Is it because the dismantling of GOP, the investigation in campaign donors? Is there like potentially transparency that is released? All right, so it says here that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have the Six of Swords. It feels like she may be involved in something, and it's going to cause her to leave. like almost feel like she remove herself from the spotlight entirely. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. Maybe she might be linked or found to be linked to something. This could be something really big. All right, let's take a more of a deeper dive. Can you tell me what this is? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so, ooh, that's not good. All right, so we have here, this is her, Rebekah Mercer, the red guy. This is the people doing what's right for the country. The democratic people, the people who have elected people in position of power to push forward their agenda. But her, because she's a big donor, she's putting money into the hands of politicians and forcing them to do what they want. So they will promise to do whatever she wants as long as she's donating to their campaign. So that is what I'm getting here. But I'm also seeing here as well, this is also involved in the 2020 election, potentially 2022 and 2024 as well with Rebekah Mercer. We have here her control over the government. So she's going to be in the news a lot more. Expect her to be more in the news. She's going to be in the news cycle because it's going to be all about the control and her control over the GOP. And it's going to make Donald Trump look like a little puppet because Donald Trump really doesn't have control over the GOP. She does. Yeah, exactly, Melda. She could potentially pass away, but we have to hear the page a cupped in reverse, and it tells me here that she's not going to be able to hold on. Maybe this is something with the Democrats. Let me see. And I hate to do this to people, but we got to be well-rounded here. So this is about the past. So something about the past is triggered. Maybe some sense of trauma. Maybe he's talking about January 6th again. All right, so Spirit Angels tell me, because Rebekah Mercer passed away. Is this what this is showing me right here? They're showing me there's many possibilities, there's many different outcomes to what could possibly happening to Rebekah Mercer. It's not all set in stone. It's not all set in stone. What else do we need to know? I don't feel like it's within her soul contract for her to go. So no, she does. It looks like she's going to be staying. And the card that followed, actually, I forgot about this. As well as we have the Knight of Wands. No, she's not leaving. She's not leaving physically in the physical plane. And this came out with these cards, which told me that she is involved with the removal of Trump. Which is ironic, because she's involved in the removal of Trump. All right, so I know what this is. So what she's doing is she's trying to remove Donald Trump from power and try to install her version of what she wants as a politician. So she's allowing Trump to do what he wants to do by removing people who are not loyal and then putting people in that she wants so that she can put her candidate in and have them rule over her. So she can't basically have her puppet president, basically. Or double P. And we have here, this is exactly what she wants. She wants control over the U.S. money. She wants to be a part of the U.S. Federal Reserve. So that is what I'm getting with Rebekah Mercer. That is exactly everything that she has wanted. So the last thing I'm going to take a look at for today. Hi, Rundell. It's okay, love. I will want to take a look at the investigation and see will there be any other investigations into what's going on. Is there any link to Donald Trump? Is there any link to any other investigation? So let's take a quick look at that. So while you're waiting to, watch me do this, you might as well just watch another video. Hello, everyone. As you see on the screen right now, we have 34% of YouTube recommending our content. The best way for us to raise this number or bar higher is by subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and liking this video and sharing it with other people. And don't also forget to comment in the section below what you think of the video and its content. It will be extremely helpful for us getting other people to know all about our channel, what we do here. If you do love the channel, definitely try to help out as much as you could. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy the content. Bye. All right, so let's take a look at the investigation. So let's see. The Spirit Angels, tell me, what do we need to know about potential investigation? Are they going to find information with Dejoy and Rebekah Mercer being linked to Donald Trump and any other politician? You notice how I say any other politician? It could be both Democrat and Republican. Okay, we have sideways, we have the lovers card. So there's some dirty dealing going on here. What else do we need to know? Thank you. Okay, they're really giving me all the cards here so you can see them. Okay. We'll be here. Okay. This is my own spread. Don't even bother. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see. We Rondell, you're asking what qualifies Rebekah Mercer to mess with politics? Money. She's a donor. She's a billionaire. So we have here at the top of this is that I'm talking about investigations here. If there are going to be any investigation that's going to be linked to Rebekah Mercer and Dejoy, right? And this is what we have here. There's a lot of links. It almost feels like it's a cobweb. There's like too many links for everything that they're going to end up finding that there's so much and it's so much bigger than what they anticipated. That this almost could potentially be like a mob ring. On the left side here, we have people leaving. There could potentially be people walking out really poor. This is in the past. It could be around the recession of 2008. And that might be how far they're looking at, is how much they basically financially raped people. Financially raped. Just want to put that out there. Financially raped, okay? They took money from people and used it in ways or manipulated the money. And something they did, they may have lied. They may have lied on taxes or whatnot. They did lie about something. Knock on wood, just for entertainment purposes only. And the card here that crosses the situation is we have the Lovers card. And it's sideways. We have the Joy, who's the male, and we got the woman, who's the female, is Rebekah Mercer, and that's sideways. Which tells me this is the challenge. The challenge is, are they linked? Right? That's the question. Are they linked? And the bottom card here with this money, this investigation, there's death, which is interesting because it talked about rebirth, something being renewed, something ending and something new starting, a new beginning, basically. In the future card here, we have Joe Biden in reverse. And it tells me right now that Joe Biden is not involved in any of this. So do not worry about President Biden or Vice President Kamala Harris. They're not involved in terms of this investigation. So if you see anything on the news that, Donald Trump and Biden could be linked together, it's all BS, okay? The top card here, we have the full card in reverse, which tells me that they have not covered all the tracks, and there's still evidence. There's not a lot. They have to really look deep if they really want to find any sort of links. They will find a lot of links when it comes to Donald Trump's organization and his campaign finances and his inauguration spending and money like that. They will find a lot of money missing, like a lot of money stolen. It's going to come to light, and it's going to come to light when Donald Trump passes away. So it does feel like as if it may take a couple of years, even for any of this information to be fully investigated and revealed. So this is talking about the future now. We have here, this is going to take place after the time Joe Biden is out of office as well. So I do feel like by the time this investigation is over, I do feel like within the next 30 years, we're going to find out what has happened. I almost feel like, what Ronald Reagan did. Like he killed 30 million gay people due to AIDS and then neglected them. Then we end up finding later that he did a lot more than just that. And all of it was hidden or was covered up by the White House. Kind of the same energy here with President Trump. And at the final card here, we have the Ace of Swords. It's going to be too late to land him on anything. I feel like it's going to be too late. They're not going to be able to get any information, and it's just going to be almost like a great achievement for a lot of these people. Potentially, they may take their lives too to avoid prosecution or something along those lines. The bottom of the deck here, we have here again, they're working faster than the FBI, the CIA. They're working and they're trying to clean. They probably even have those people in position of power like the CIA and FBI who are cleaning it for them as well. So it does feel like it's as if is that if they don't work fast enough, they're going to end up losing it. Really. Yeah, Reagan was actually, funny enough, Laura, since you asked. Reagan was actually a first pandemic president besides Woodrow Wilson. I could be wrong about Woodrow Wilson, but Reagan ignored the pandemic completely, which is why Trump tried to do the same thing Reagan did, but failed completely because Reagan was only reason why Reagan did phenomenally well in terms of the polling numbers and his election was because he had all the press, got all the information and sources from the White House. In our modern day world, you don't need to get your source from the White House. So that's why it was different back then compared to now. Donald Trump probably would have got away with a lot more if he had ran in 1988 or 1980s. So yeah, that's a little timetable there. All right, guys. I love you all, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the bell icon for more content such as this. And let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of today's video. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.